Hey, all you cool pigs and piglets. My anatomy kids know that I never pass up an opportunity to save a bone from something that I cook. And yesterday, I made some pulled pork using pork shoulder, and I happened to find this bone in there. This bone is the scapula from the pig. And just as a reminder, as we go through and take a look at this here, one thing to keep in mind is that a pig's skeleton looks something like this right here. So you can see that the scapula, the shoulder blade, faces laterally instead of pointing dorsally like it does on us. So we're just going to keep that in mind as we go through and take a look at this whole thing here. So we are going to go through a little bit of the anatomy of this bone right here. This is the spine of the scapula here. That's got to face laterally like so. So this had to be the left scapula from the pig. And you can see when it was butchered, part of the scapula was cut off right here, but there are some interesting features to notice, right? If this is the spine right here, this area up here is the supraspinous fossa, and that is where the supraspinatus muscle attaches. This is the infraspinous fossa, infra meaning below. That's where the infraspinatus would attach. And on this that would be facing medially, this is where the subscapular fossa is located and the subscapularis muscle would be attached. Those three muscles, the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and subscapularis, those make up part of the rotator cuff in humans. Now, pigs don't really have a rotator cuff. Their legs don't rotate 360 degrees like our forelimbs do, like our arms do. It'd be kind of freaky to see a pig with a forelimb that's rotating around as it's running around. So, but those three muscles are part of the rotator cuff. Those are three of the four muscles, with the other being the teres minor. Some other things you might notice: this big bulge right here. That is that bulge right here, this rough area. That's where the trapezius would attach. The trapezius muscle that helps to stabilize the shoulder, and in pigs would move the scapula towards the vertebrae. Okay, so that's what we have there. And then if we take a look here at this end, this is the glenoid cavity where the humerus is going to attach. So on the pig, faces down right here, the head of the humerus will be attached right here and kind of stabilized and held in place by those rotator cuff muscles. And you might notice that there's a bump up here, the supraglenoid tubercle. That's where the biceps brachii originates right here. So this is the origin of the biceps brachii, and it would insert on the proximal end of the radius and ulna and allow for flexion of the forelimb. So those are some of the key parts here that I wanted to point out to you on this scapula. Is a little review of some of the things that we did and a little comparative anatomy.